Exactly.
Yeah, his wife's coming too. Maria.
Fine, we got
Rob's wife's coming too.
Yeah,
That's
what I just asked.
Yeah, she is coming. I talked to him.
Man, something's gotta happen.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got it
they're-
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can only rule for so long.
That's right, the Empire will fall. We'll be right there to pick the pieces up.
No, we'll send Negan and he'll take care of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Hit them with their old base.
So he wasn't, you could buy the photo and then his helpers would go and take him the photo and have them autograph it for you. And I was like, I'm not paying $80
Oh, sorry.
unless I get to, at least to talk to them. Hey, how you doing? Big
Somebody that worked with did that, and apparently it was, you walk in, you stand next to him, you take a picture, you walk out.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And apparently it wasn't even really a hey, thank you, it's an honor to meet you.
No, the two that Jonathan really liked meeting too was Alice Cooper, and then, I know he was a Rocky, but Alice Cooper was there, so you know I had it.
My first impression of Mike is I told a few of you that were just up the street here at the Magic Market, and he asked me to buy him cigarettes because he figured I was old enough. Here I'm 14 and he's 16. Hey man, buy me smokes? I mean, you can kind of hear Mike's voice if you stop and think about it. Me and Mike grew up throughout the years, especially when he got his own place over on Elm. That place wasn't decent when he got it, and when it finally went, trust me. One night we put up black lights and black light posters all over this place. We're like, this is gonna be so cool tonight. Flipped it on. There's freaking bugs, termites come out of the woodwork left and right. Oh my god! And you know, there's a couple people who aren't here: Ed, Jason, Rob Cuddy, Ed Cologne, Jason Elliott, and Rob Cuddy. They all couldn't make it. I don't know why, but you know, each to their own. But we all used to go over to Mike's house because in that back cubby, he had a big old punching bag. And for some reason, Mike had pissed us all off. Every freaking one of us. And we were gonna kind of teach him a lesson about boxing and punching bags, and we were gonna beat his ass just to teach him a lesson. And it never got to that. We all just kind of fizzled out and went our own separate ways and came back the next day because Mike's place was the place to hang out. You know, we all used to sit there, and I don't know if you know, but Mike's choice of drinks was Jack Daniels and Captain Morgan's. Those were his two choice of drinks when we were younger. Granted, Jeanette, you knew him when he couldn't drink. But that was his choice of drinks, JD and Captain, and when he had his favorite dish, which I thought about bringing, which is fettuccine alfredo. His favorite dish, chicken fettuccine alfredo. And a lot of us can contest to that.
He would make it for anybody who would let him.
Yep.
Last time I was with him, he did it for me.
Yep.
So, but we're all here for a memory of a great friend and a brother. So, if anybody else wants to stand up here and cry like me, I can stand here and tell you memories forever.
Lazar, please. Lazar.
TJ and Rob and Chris were all friends with him. That's pretty much how I've gained most of my friends are through TJ.
Sorry.
I mean, it's not my fault I'm the cool one. True statement.
No, you weren't the cool one, you were the sexy one.
Oh, okay.
No, she was the cool one.
Well, in my case,
Like, no, cool.
But when I first met Mike,
She was the cool one because
I could not stand Mike. I remember TJ calling me. I lived at Pentagon Apartments here in town, and TJ would call me. I'm heading on my way over. We're coming over. Well, who's we, TJ? And TJ always found a way to put Mike's name in the middle. Well, we got Chris and Rob and so-and-so and so-and-so and Mike and so-and-so and so-and-so. Hold on, back up a few names there. You are not bringing that boy over here. I do not like him. It wasn't until years later, until a couple years after I married Greg, that it came back around to Mike, and he started hanging out at the karaoke and such with us. And I saw that there was whether there was a big change in Mike or whether there was a big change in me, I'm not quite too sure, but we both seem to have grown and matured. And I couldn't think of anybody better to hang out with. Mike was my knight in shining armor when Greg passed. He was always over at the house. We've got a great circle of friends I discovered when Greg passed. People there to help me out, but Mike was over almost every day to see if I was okay. And he became my knight in shining armor when I needed it. And you know, I can't sing enough praises anymore of Mike. He turned out to be a wonderful guy and
You always seem to piss everybody off.
and he always, yes. The one thing that I remember about Mike was over at Pentagon Apartments, and we got into a conversation. Okay, I got into a conversation. Well, that's how it started, about religion. It was one of my favorite conversations.
Still is.
Yes, it is. And Mike proceeded to tell me I was wrong. And then Mike got up, and all I remember was that he had pulled back his hand as to whether he was going to punch me, which I don't think was the case. But that hand went up, and I bowed up. And so did the rest of the guys in my house. That was also the quickest I've ever seen Mike sit down. That is one, and as horrible as that story sounds, it is one of my favorite stories to tell about Mike. But like I said, you know, years later, after we had both grown and matured, I think I could not think of anybody else better to hang out with. But that's what I wanted to say about Mike.
One day, and he was there. Like, who's this? Met him, and we pretty much friends ever since. He was awesome. You know, he helped me, introduced me to a lot of people, you know, here, and was the, you know, focal point of where my friends came from when I moved down here, and we'll be forever grateful for him, and I'll miss him forever.
That's what I wanted to say too. It didn't matter if you were friends with him just solo or in the group. He never discriminated against anyone.
Nope.
And whenever you were
Oh, he did.
down,
He just did it in his own way.
yeah.
He never publicly discriminated.
What I'm saying.
That's bullshit.
And like Rob was saying about his place, whenever you were having a problem, whenever you just wanted to you need to just let things go, or you just wanted to just relax, or you could go there anytime.
Me and you, remember we just was like bored, we rolled up to Mike's house and was like, what's up?
Remember me and you and Alicia was sitting in my lap in the car.
Yep. And I fell asleep on the couch. Mike had to bring me home.
And when I first met Mike was when I started to go, no. School. When we went to Adult Ed. And he was the bad boy. Okay? He had long hair. It was already broken. Yes, but he had long hair, and I remember us all hanging out at Adult Ed, and Mike, personally, for me, anytime I hear Meatloaf, okay, that was kind of me and him's thing, and he will always be my Meatloaf. He used to sing to me, and we played his records, and I used to love just sitting, and we would sit by the computer, and we would just play random music that we would find.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, he introduced me to Rammstein. I mean,
Motley Crue and
he was just, I knew him almost as long as you did, and he was just an amazing person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss him so much.
Still doesn't feel real.
I doesn't.
No, it does not.
As I said, coming here, it just felt awkward. My hands were shaking. I was like, there's something about the room that just doesn't feel right.
fit. It doesn't fit.
No. He could take up the room. Just his personality with just sitting there quietly.
If he was here right now, how many people do you think you'd piss off just to be in your tent?
And he would just be sitting there. He would just be sitting there like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Making side comments.
As the first person that I invited Paul to when we first started dating was Mike. For Mike's birthday, I told him, and I warned him, I said, we're going to go meet Mike, and he's an ass. You need to be warned now.
Mike was the friend that you had to warn your friends about before they walked.
But he was also the one, if you wanted a friend to approve of your boyfriend, that was the one.
Yes.
And he was always very straightforward and honest. He didn't hold back. He told you just like it was.
You know, he's threatening to, kill me and take my wife. You don't treat your wife right, I'm going to kill you and take your wife. Okay, we'll see how far that goes.
Yeah, and I was the dumb one that didn't listen to him with Will.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
And I even tried to tell you about Will.
Yeah.
But he was still there for me, even though Will couldn't stand his house. And Will was like, he's never come over to this house. I don't want him in this house. Mike still came to that door and checked on me and still visited me and still came to see me whether Will liked it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That was my.
All you needed to do was ask Mike, and if he was capable of doing it, he did.
He did it.
I mean, when I moved back to Florida, I came down for a visit a year beforehand, and the person I called was Mike to stay at his place for a week while I dealt with things down here.
Yeah, and I found out he was coming, and I was like, hey, Mike, I can stay at your house, right? Yeah.
That was like that was Mike's thing. He took everybody in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I lived with him. I think I was the first person to move into his place. And
Yeah,
then,
you and Rob Cuddy.
Oh,
Rob Cuddy.
Yep.
Anybody?
my wife's stealing them, that's why.
Carolyn McDonald.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a depressing.
I had
Chris was here.
head over heels for it. Just no one better. Yeah.
And we were all like,
So I come out of class, and yeah, everyone's like, "Oh God." Yeah.
here we go again.
So I come out of the class, and here I see this dude. Who's this guy talking? Who's this guy talking to this girl? What the hell's up with this shit? My first thought was, who's this fucker?
Oh God, that reminds me.
Turned out to be one of my best damn friends.
God, I can't believe the house
He
we
would
used to
always-
always hang out at.
He would always come over and hang out
The-
at my parents' place. He owned a blue Toyota pickup with a white topper.
Hi.
Yeah.
Along with running it into the ditch, my parents' front yard,
Nice.
off the driveway into the ditch. Backing out of the driveway into and through the mailbox. On one of his trips over, and through my parents own an acre, all around the backyard, when we all decided to play hide and seek on it.
That was fun.
Speaking of adult ed stories, the one I'll never forget is you remember when he walked in on Carolyn in the shower?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, thank you.
Hey
buddy, how you doing?
I went to adult ed. That was like next door to adult ed. Cooch.
I'll cherish it
Oh
all.
my
So we
God.
were all over there. Carolyn was in the shower.
Oh, thank you.
And he accidentally walked in
I
on
wasn't there
Carolyn
for
in
that.
the
I heard
shower.
about it later, yes.
Nice.
Carolyn's like, all of a sudden we all hear, ah! Mike's comes like, oh God, I gotta die. He walked in on Carolyn in the shower.
On one of his many times coming over, he was turning down post
Fries.
on the turtle
I'll
mouth.
stick those in my mouth.
As he's mid-turn, he's swatting at a bee.
Oh God. Oh no.
Mid-turn,
Oh God.
didn't see the oncoming car.
Oh Jesus.
Bang! He gets even with him, and pow.
No, thank you.
Calls tow truck driver.
Hi, sweetheart.
Tow it back to my house, we're gonna fix it.
No, has it towed to my parents' place.
That was my fault.
I wasn't home, and my mother said, "What the hell do you think you're doing with that here?" Well, I was thinking about storing it until I take care of it. Maybe just a day, so I don't have to tell Dad.
How long did it stay?
So that's how Mike got What's Blue and Goes Crunch. I think that was the third or fourth time.
Nice puppy.